He's a nice man. He's gonna wash me in the river.
Real still, Deb. We're gonna do everything real slow here, okay?
He's gonna wash me in the river.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the taking of Deborah Logan. This is one of my most requested videos for me to do lately, and I swear to God I thought I did this one, I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I thought I did this already is because I have seen this movie now 3 times. Because I had every intention every time to review it, and never did. And then I forgot, and it had been like 6 months, and I'm like, well, I gotta rewatch it again, and then I'd watch it again, and then I'd be like, I'm not gonna film the review for some reason, and then yeah, now here we are for the 3rd time. I'm actually gonna do the review, and even still, it's been like 2 weeks since I watched it. So starting off with a little bit of a plot synopsis, it is a found footage film. It's about this woman who has Alzheimer's and this group that is doing kind of a documentary style on her. We have Sarah, who is the daughter, who's basically like kind of helping them out. Something I find with this film is that towards the middle and the end it kind of got really plot heavy, and I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was gonna be like a very simple found footage film where it's just a little bit creepy, almost like Last Exorcism, but then it turns into this whole side story of this guy who kills children and possession and all this kind of stuff. I say the first half of the film is my favorite part, and then a little bit of the end. And I will go into spoilers and stuff because I assume a lot of us have already seen it, especially those of you who have requested it, but I'll warn you before I talk about the ending. So a few things that I loved about this movie is the acting. The acting was perfection. I loved it. I loved the characters as well. I loved that the daughter wasn't a typical woman in the film. You know, she was different. I identified with her so much because she wore like men's clothing, and I loved that because I wear men's clothes a lot. She wasn't overly feminine, she just was kind of different, and I loved that character. As a whole, I would say I really liked the film, but when I go to dissect it and I look at the individual parts, you would think that I wouldn't like it because I have so many critiques about it, and I have so many things about it that I don't like. For one, I don't like that it's found footage. Not so much that it's found footage, I don't like the style of found footage that it's done in. It's very much like Paranormal Activity meets Last Exorcism. Very convenient cuts. Like, who is cutting the footage? Who's editing it? No one. It's supposed to be found footage, like someone found this footage and that's what's happening. The jump scares. I hate jump scares in found footage films. I don't understand it. I don't see how it would possibly work, how jump scares actually happen, unless you like turn the camera around and someone's standing there. That can be a jump scare. The jump scares that were in this were just weird. I don't like them. And I thought the plot was really, really complex later on, and it turned into like they go to libraries and they're like hunting down information. They're talking to random people and like all this stuff. That's just a lot for a found footage film. I wouldn't mind that stuff if it were in a normal film. I'm gonna talk about spoilers now and like more about the plot that I didn't like and like the ending, so if you haven't seen it, don't want to know, tune it out. But I would definitely watch it, but just go in with maybe a little bit lower expectations because I think that'll help you out. So as far as the plot that I didn't like that it was a snake. I don't understand that at all. It was different. It was, you know, something I've never seen before with this guy who's trying to complete this work, and instead of being possessed by a demon, it was kind of possessed by a snake, which was different. But different does not always mean better. So I don't know if I like that part. However, the famous scene that I've seen GIFs of, I posted on Twitter, I love this GIF, this scene of the woman opening her jaw and like trying to swallow the little girl. I think that's one of the scariest scenes. But I don't like that it was a snake. If it was like a regular person eating someone, or just like something else, a monster eating the child, that would have been cooler than the snake. I don't know. The ending was kind of dumb because the girl that she was trying to eat in the cave survives, and she's cured from her cancer, and then she like looks at the camera super creepily at the end like she's gonna finish off the job. It's like, no, you're a child. What do you mean? Why? Now she's possessed by the spirit of the man who is killing the children. He needs 4, right? 4 or 5 to finish the ritual. I think it was just too much, honestly. It was so much plot, and it just, I don't think it worked for me. All that being said though, I don't know why I like this movie. That happens sometimes where if you break it down, it's a bad movie, but overall, I would watch it again. I mean, clearly I watched it 3 times, so. I do think though that the found footage thing was a little bit cheesy. It was very generic. It was like a lot of other films. The only thing original about it was kind of the plot. It was still a possession film, So it kind of reminded me of Last Exorcism because there were similar creepy moments. Let me know your thoughts and what you thought about this film down below and what you liked and didn't like about it. Sorry, it's kind of a quick review, but that's really all I have to talk about it. Make sure to leave some video requests down below what you want to see more of on my channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
No! Don't open that door! They're going to get all of us killed!
Something's coming.